Good morning, you guys. It's Mike, and I'm back with the thought of the day on February 24th, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for waking me up today and giving me the strength to be able to do this message. Today, I want to talk about the Male Empowerment Summit that I spoke at Trenton Central High School yesterday. Yesterday I told you guys I was preparing to go speak at the Male Summit and went down to Trenton. And first, I want to give an apology to my morning text group. I usually send out a text to a group of people and stuff, and I wasn't able to do it yesterday because it was one thing after another getting to these events. It took a couple of students from my job down to the event with me, and they really enjoyed themselves. So let's get to the event. First, I got to give shout out to Gary Taylor for being one of the prime organizers of this event at Trenton Central High School, man. Man, you just been represented the youth in Trenton for so many years, man. I personally, you helped change my life. Was an advocate for me having a relationship with the Most High. Just put in the work to try to point kids in a different direction, man. You're truly a person that dedicated your life to wanting to help kids from Trenton. And there's no doubt about it. So it had to be you to put this event together, man. I want to give special shout out for you because a lot of people can talk about doing things, but not a lot of people actually go out and execute them. And you have shown over and over that you know how to execute things, man. So may God keep blessing you and working through you to help the kids, especially in the Trenton area. Next, I want to talk about the different kind of speakers they had, which was good. They gave the young brothers some diversity in terms of speaking and the different types of speakers. They had brothers of the cloth. They had brothers from the sports sector. They had entertainment. They had brothers from all different parts of life. Brothers that did time in prison because of street life and have turned their life around. They had all the different aspects to try to give the different brothers that was and brown and black and brown brothers in attendance the variety of ways that they could improve in their situation. I got a chance to see some of the old faces. Like, I'm not a political guy, but the former mayor Palmer was there. Always been a cool guy with me. Real genuine cool guy with me. Got to see a lot of old faces that I haven't seen in a while, man. And it felt good to be back at the school. Now it was time for my speech. They had cut my time from to 5 to 7 minutes, and at first I was a little discouraged, but the Most High always has a reason for doing things. So I had to prepare different than when I usually go out and do speaking engagements. So I said, all right, I'm just going to write out what I'm going to say, write it out. And so I went up and I read it sort of like letter form, and it kind of, through his blessings, it worked out perfectly. So now I have developed a format of those kind of speaking engagements I could go to. So now I have a 5 to 7 minute speech that I could do for speaking engagements that require that amount of time. So it was a learning experience, and you could take things like, wow, they only got this amount of time, but I used it to adjust and learn. Now I have something in my arsenal for those kind of speaking engagements also. So I want to thank Mr. Teller for making it 5 to 7 minutes because I had to adjust, but it also added something to my toolbox. Now I want to get to the part of it that's not so great in terms of I think that the school itself and the faculty should have involved more the young brothers that was in the school. You know what I'm saying? It was noticeably some of the teachers did not invite or did not allow some of the other kids to come, which is sad, especially in this day and age where a lot of these brothers just needed that hope to be able to go out here and deal with some things. It was a lot of subjects that was talked about that was affecting them at times. It was drugs, alcohol, all that different kind of stuff, and these things that affect them, man. And some of these people, some of these kids needed to hear that, man. And then not to let the brothers come to the meet and greet afterwards, and that's what the sole purpose, where they could really go up to the speakers that they heard and get a little more insight from that speaker on what was going on, man, and things of that nature, man. And it's sad that Trenton still have that aspect of, it's always going to be, if you didn't come up with the ideal, then you hate on the ideal. And it's sad, man, because it was like that ever since I was young. It's just a fragment of some people that just are there for political purposes, to get a photo op and things of that nature. But for the most part, most of the guys that were there yesterday, I seen them get their elbows dirty, really trying to help kids, man. And once again, G, I love you, man. It was good hanging out with me, you, and D, and seeing Henry and all the other brothers that was there, man. This is Brother Mike, and I'm out. Shalom.